Hey, it's Reese. Today's video is just called Fresh Pick Fridays, where I share some of the new items I pick up. I typically will buy a few items here and there in the flood of new releases that come out. Usually every other Friday or so, I will pick up one or two items. It's not a lot. I had a few gift cards that were for points rewards. I had just some store credit. So some of these bigger items are just me using gift cards that I had, and some of these I did pick up, with my own money. But anyway, no more talking. Let's just get right into it. So the first thing, I'm going to start with a couple of miscellaneous items because not all of it is makeup. Starbucks will do these programs where you can buy one of these refillable cups. They're just reusable, really hard plastic. It's modeled after their cardboard cups. So if you buy one of these, you can typically get like I think it's like 10 or 20 cents off your coffee order. I bought one, the classic white one with the Starbucks logo. I bought that maybe 4 years ago now. So I still have that one laying around, but now they have a black version and everything looks better in black. So of course, I got this one. Stylishly caffeinated. So the second miscellaneous item I picked up is actually a book. It's a new release from Refinery 29. It's an online magazine blog, more like a blog. But they have a new book called The Money Diaries. It's based on their series they do on their website. I think they started it maybe a year or two now. I didn't read it like consistently, but I thought it was interesting how they would say, I have a $30,000 salary, I'm 22, and this is how I spend my money and manage my expenses. So they released those articles online, but they actually have this book now. It's about 321 pages, so not extremely long, but they've kind of combined that and added some advice based on different goals you may have. So I can actually read you the contents. So they have how to use this book, pretty standard. Life and money, love and money, work and money, emergencies and money, debt and money, kids and money, very useful because I have children. Home and money, parents and money, when it's okay to lean on mom and dad and when it's not, wealth and money. So in addition to the generic financial advice that everyone puts in their book, I'm hoping to find, little nuggets, little gems in here that will actually just expose me to something that maybe I wasn't aware of, or maybe aware but not how to investigate or use properly. So we'll be dabbling with this book. Anyway, before landscaping rudely interrupted, I'm hoping to get I really am looking for more of the financial advice surrounding kids and home, because that's where I am in my life. I have a career, I have, savings and other well-known advice, but some of those more tailored topics like towards kids and just bigger purchases is what I'm looking to get out of that book. So if you want to know if I thought that book was useful or something that I learned from it, just let me know in the comments and I'll be glad to share that either in a separate video or on my blog. But just let me know, and let's move on to the good stuff, which is the makeup, because I got some pretty cool things that I've had my eye on, not gonna lie. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so I'm actually going to start with items that I was most excited about to least excited about, but still wanted. Let's start with that. Okay, so one of the items I was super excited to buy was actually a brush. It's a brush, it's amazing because it's a little sister to the MAC 170s. So MAC recently expanded their Studio Fix foundation. They released the new Studio Fix concealers and I think like a couple of contour sculpting palettes, which I never used, so I didn't get that. But the only item I wanted from that collection was this little baby. It's the MAC 270S. It's kind of like a duo fiber brush, but it's just itty bitty. And it's actually the exact same shape as the MAC 170, which is a brush I adore. This just applies foundation amazing. Like, it almost is like it's very soft. So I know it looks very dense and very stiff, but it's actually a very, very, very soft brush. I've had this brush for maybe 2 years now, and it's still in great condition. It washes fine. I don't have any shedding. Hasn't messed up on me. MAC brushes, they last pretty good. Like, I haven't had any issues with them, unlike some of my Morphe brushes where they just shed like crazy. Nonetheless, a great duo. This is a foundation brush, and this is like a good under eye concealer brush for me, because it's hard to find a brush this dense and this small to spread out my concealer. So most times I just end up using a flat kabuki brush and just kind of like being really careful but still messing it up anyways. So yeah, I have high hopes for this. It will also fit into my potted concealers. Like, I have my potted concealers. I have the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and usually the brush I want to use to blend it out doesn't fit into the pot. And I have the Sephora Airbrush Concealer one. Is like really slanted and it's a duo fiber. It's good for placing the concealer, but god awful for trying to blend it out. It just does not blend out concealer under the eye very well, not very smoothly. And if it does, it takes too long, and I'm not going to do that. But this brush, this will be my new baby, along with this baby. So the second item I was excited about, mostly because I had a Sephora, since they've changed their points, they're giving out gift cards with, you can swap 2,500 points. So swapped that right on in to buy, wrong summer girl, the Safari palette. And I will say that the pictures doesn't really do it justice, so I will try to put a close-up of it now. So this is how it looks in natural light. The two light shades, like right here in the photos, they look very similar, and they are, except Malia is like a soft pink shade, and then Aya is just like a peachier version of that. It almost looks like a yellow banana powder, but not as yellow, if that makes any sense at all. Anyway, I will insert swatches of it on my skin tone so you can see how it looks, but it's really pretty. I'm especially excited about Voodoo, which is this shade right here. Like, this whole bottom row is my jam. And then I like the top row. It has a few greens. It has like, stone is like this grayish mint green, and it looks very interesting. I don't really have a color like that. But yeah, so looking forward to playing with that. The two browns in here, one is Thorn and the other one is Shea. So this one is Thorn, it's a lighter medium brown, and then this one is Shea, which is just a darker, like a dark milk chocolate, like a cool tone brown, but not super dark to where when I apply it, it looks weird. I have cool, like dark cool tone browns, and I just do not get along. They always look so odd when I apply them. It's like they just change, like they get like this weird cast around the edges, and no matter what I do to it, no. So just to stick with the eyes, I also picked up a couple of singles when I went to MAC. I got this single shade called Cobalt. Yes, it's a really unique blue. I thought it, like online it looks like it's much darker than it is. So when I think of Cobalt, I think of the Urban Decay, like that Cobalt blue glide on pencil they have, and then it's in the electric palette as well. This one looks a little more purple to me. So that's the shade Cobalt. Very pretty, very beautiful. I think it would actually pair very nicely with the Safari palette. Like if you put it with this shade here, it would be pretty. If I put it with this shade, it would be pretty. If I put it with Tribe, Tamarind, Voodoo, Lotus, Amara, Not You, Thorn, well, that's if I'm feeling experimental. But you know what I'm saying, like this single would pair very nicely with this palette to kind of brighten up a little bit. I actually wear a lot of dark eyeshadows, so like using that on its own doesn't really bother me. But if I wanted to add a brighter color, I would use that one. I also picked up New Crop, so a pretty green. Grass green has a slight gold shimmer in it. It's not extremely noticeable, but this is a very beautiful green. They had it on display in the store and I just was like, I need that shade. And could also be used with the Safari palette. Yeah. Not try because I don't do Christmas-y combinations, but you know, Rhino, well, I won't say it goes with this palette. I take that back. I actually don't know until I try it, but I feel like some of the shades would look nice with this. And the last two items I picked up are lippies. So if you're wondering what's on my lips, the new gloss bomb from Fenty Beauty. It's the Fenty Diamond Milk Gloss Bomb. It's very, very, very pretty. I have a couple other lip glosses similar to this. I have one of the MAC Dazzle glasses that wears the same like sheerness, but it's actually much more sparkly. And then if you remember the Urban Decay Vice lipstick, they had a metallized finish called Bobby Dazzle. It's like a glossier version of that. So beautiful color, really easy to wear. Same dofa, you know, huge. I can actually put lip gloss on my lips much faster because it's not, you know, trying to use a thin, defined pencil detail brush to do it. So yeah, I love this gloss. I've been wearing it all day. You know, just feeling, you know, a little bit extra. And then I also picked up the NYX Slip Tease Lip Lacquer in Strawberry Whip. Now this is a very, 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 very pretty color. Like, look at that. That's how it looks. This is a strange applicator. I wasn't sure what they wanted me to do with this, but it's actually good for like, if you kind of just tilt it at an angle and just kind of get the Cupid's bow and then like stick this little flat part on your lip and actually just swipe it. It's actually a really good applicator. It just confuses you when you first see it because you're like, those are my two lippies. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will probably do these either bi-weekly or once a month because I don't shop every Friday. Mama ain't balding like that now. But anyway, see you next time.